All right, sitting here with Coach Diva Josie, and we're just going to go through some fundamentals, some massive questions people have on weight loss, the importance of weight loss, and why people actually struggle to lose weight. So that's the first question, actually. What are some of the barriers that are stopping people from losing weight?
Yeah, weight loss is a journey, not on its own, but it requires a lot of hard work, a lot of determination. And one of the key elements is lack of motivation. You see, when I say motivation, not even yet you can be motivated to lose weight, but you don't know how to go about it. And that's where the role of the coach come in the picture, because they have individual to move from where they are to where they want to go. So there's the element of accountability. It's easy to start a process, to start a journey and stop on the way because of excuse here and there. But when someone is in that journey with a coach, there is that element of accountability that is very important. And also having a community, people around you that are also sharing the same vision and help you. We have seen it in most of our group. There are people at the first, the start of the program, they kind of put their leg behind, but seeing other people committing, posting and showing their journey, it just encourage them, it just stimulate them. So it's also very important that once is around people that will really hold their hand in that journey. The other element will be knowing your body type. There are so many of us, we just got in the weight journey because we're looking at the body, we say we want to lose weight. But do we do our BMI, our body mass index? Do you even know how much weight you have to lose? What is your ideal weight? How can you, how far can you go in this journey? So it becomes very important to know who you are as an individual, because me as Coach Diva Josie, my journey will be different from yours because we have different health conditions, starting from there, different metabolic rates, different body construction. So we have to take that in account. That's why it's very important at the beginning of your journey to just even analyze your body. And analyzing will even help you in highlighting what are your underlying health conditions, because you being healthy, it's not going, you don't have to necessarily, you don't even have to embrace that journey as someone who has diabetes or high blood pressure, because that condition itself is already informing the type of diet that one has to take. I don't know if you get me, because being a diabetic, it means that there's certain element that should not be part of your journey. And the way your metabolism operates is different from that of the normal person. And even the type of food that you have to eat is going to be informed by your health condition. So it's become very important to also know. And some people also, when it comes to eating, it's a mission. There are people facing eating disorder that have to be dealt with very importantly, because if you don't face that, whatever effort you'll be making in the other in other angle, it's not really going to bear fruit at all, not at all. So we talk about hormone. Yeah, we have to look at those elements, and also our sleeping pattern, the stress. All those elements have to be looked at. People think that losing weight is just exercising here and there and maybe looking at what you eat. Yes, they're very important. There are high percentage allocated to that when it comes to really succeeding in that journey. But again, there are other elements that have to be taken into account, like your sleeping pattern, your stress level, because that also affects your metabolic activities. Yeah.
All right.
There are so many. Mm.
That's pretty deep information right there. But I want to jump onto the sleeping patterns, because I thought you just lose weight by going to the gym, you exercise, and then you got your perfect, what do they call it, that globe body.
Oh,
So now you're telling me about sleeping patterns and stress. How does
yeah,
that go?
sleeping restriction increase your hunger and appetite. Have you not seen people, they wake up at night, they just go to the fridge? Because somehow the signal that your mind is receiving is that there is a lack inside of you. And sometimes you think that lack is just you eating and or even, I always say to people that you have to listen to your body. Your body is asking for something. What is it? And that sleeping restriction itself affect your metabolic rate and the calorie intake, because somehow your body is not really operating. We are like machine. We also need to rest so as to give time to our body to really absorb, to really settle. So when we don't do that, there's a message, there's a signal that is being sent. And most of the time we just try to compensate that lack with other things. And one of the key things we grab will be our food. And yeah, we were talking about stress. Stress is very key because our body fall out I would say hormones. So, and most of the time when we are stressed, the hormone that is being sent there is not sent according to the way it should be. And it's affect the whole process, the way the food is going to be digested. There's confusion in our body, and it's not being operated as it should be. So we have to be very careful in how we go about this element. Yes, you have to eat well, you have to exercise, and even exercising, you also have to know how to exercise. I've seen people, they jump every day in the gym, they put their body under pressure, and after they complain that, oh, coach, I'm making so much effort, but I'm not seeing results. You also have to know how to go about it. And we usually talk about plateau, where you get to a point where your body there's no loss weight because your body have not been put under shock. So you also have to know how to alternate exercises, because you can't be doing the same thing every day and expect that you get result. No, they have to be a type of dynamism and with regard to the exercise that you undertake. So those elements have to come all together. It's a comprehensive program. It's a comprehensive journey. It's not just one in isolation. Yes, for some of us, we can embrace one element and we see results. But if we are talking about healthy weight loss, it means all those elements have to be taken into account. And we see people sometimes they embrace what we call yo-yo diet. They lose weight, like in 1 week, they will lose 8 kg. And then they start dancing, they start celebrating, not knowing that they're really digging their I don't know how you call it, their thumb, because that itself is going to backfire with time. It's not only going, and you see them, they lose today, and after that they gain so much because it wasn't done in a proper way. Proper weight loss have to build up a healthy living, have to bring you to a place where you really, when you look at your body after that, when you go for a body analysis, a body scan, you really see that there have been improvement. It has to be sustainable. And for it to be sustainable, it has to look at all those elements and in conjunction.
Man, okay. I like the fact that you said it has to be sustainable, and it's not just a once-off thing. It's a living. That's an important thing you say. They say it's a living. So it's not just about losing 10 kgs in 1 week and being, the top cat, because that's not sustainable, right? And now on that, so let's say I'm ready to lose weight. and I'm excited, I'm motivated and all that. What equipment do I need to lose weight? And do I really need equipment? Because, we're living in expensive times now.
Yeah, I know. When you're in every journey, when you're looking for excuses, you're always going to find one. And it's not a matter of having money, a big budget for that. It's just a matter of information, and you can look for alternative ways. If you don't have this particular equipment, look for what can be used as an alternative. I've started journey with some lady and they say, oh, I don't have a scale. And I say, no, just go into a shop, a healthy shop, a gym, and just jump on the scale and take a picture. And that is it. So if we're looking for excuses, we're always going to have. And remember, even when it comes to even just the food that we eat, the food that jeopardize, that affect negatively our body are even very expensive. If just looking at that picture, if you're eating vegetables are not that expensive like canned food that come and really affect our body. The same apply to equipment, for gym equipment. We used to exercise without having anything. To wake up and go for a jogging, you don't need anything. You just need your techies and just hit the road. To do push-up and so on, you don't really need. If you need, instead of a bell and jogging bell, you can just grab a wood in your premises and just go with it. So for me, it shouldn't be an excuses. We always have something that can help us to make it up for what we're looking for. So
Awesome.
it's true that some of this equipment have been put in place to help us to facilitate the process, but it's not a must.
Awesome. So now, lastly, what would you say to someone who's about to get into the weight loss journey? Maybe they're a bit scared, they don't know exactly what to go into, how to go about it. What would your best advice be?
No, I would say it's nowadays is a must. You really have to look after your weight. Most of these underlying healthy condition like diabetics, they are caused by obesity. So once you really look after your weight, you embrace your ideal weight, you can easily beat those diseases. Nowadays the percentage, the rate of people that are suffering for that are very intense. And when you embrace this weight loss journey, it really helps you in terms of physical exercise, in terms of even the amount of water that you drink, in terms of what you eat. And when you do the right thing, you're not going to face those challenges, and you're going to live in a body that you like, that you admire. And for me, I would just say, go for it. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. You have to and look for people that can help you in that journey. Look for people that can encourage you every day on a day-to-day basis, and just do the right thing. And because it's easy to say, okay, I want to do it, but you have to take action. If you just stay in the same place, you say, I've seen people who have been saying that for many years, I will, that will never come to pass. So just jump into it, take action, and you probably get to where you want to be. And that's why in our program, we start with a vision board where you design a picture of where you're going, what have to come into it, and you put it in a place where you see every day to be reminded of where you're going. And the element of accountability is very important, because we're living in a life that is full of pressure. It's easy to start something and just drop it because you are having pressure here and there, especially for women with family, work, and every other thing. You can easily quit, but not knowing that you need it. You need to have that body that you like. You need to have that, to embrace that healthy living, so to avoid these diseases that are hitting all over the place.
Mhm. Perfect. All right. And then lastly, just chat us through. I hear you saying our program, our vision board. What programs can we look forward to? I know you got a tea coming out. Tell us a little bit more about that.
No, and yes, talking about the program, we have a 1 month new me. It's called new me because once you embrace that program, you really come to a place where you have that dream body that you always dream of. And it's a program that really helps women to achieve that weight loss journey by really embracing healthy living. It's yes, the upcoming one is 1st of May. We're starting a new program on the 1st of May. With regard to the tea, we already we are manufacturing natural ingredient. Yeah, those tea are made of natural ingredient, no additive, that will really help you in your support your weight loss journey. We do have a detox tea. You know, we always have to detox here and there. The reason why some of us, we don't lose weight or we come across diseases like diabetes is because some part of our body that are meant to really process the food are not operating effectively. When you look at some of us, our pancreas, we already build that fat around the pancreas. So you have to detox so as to allow those tubes to operate properly, to allow food to be processed in your body properly. So it's important for once to detox once a while, just to allow our organs to be free of elements that should not be there. We also have a slimming tea, just to also accompany you in the process. So this is not going to be used in isolation. It's added to that program just to help you to effectively and achieve your weight loss journey. And not only weight loss, but also your health to help you in really embracing that healthy living.
Mhm. Awesome. And I gotta ask, because in all this that we're speaking about, I keep hearing you mention a demographic, right? And although the weight loss, I'm sure, works for everyone, you're very passionate about the people that are women, that are mothers, and that are generally have a busy life. And I can see your program is very effective for those people. And also you mentioned a lot of diabetes. Why are you so passionate about that? The women that are busy, that are entrepreneurs and all that. Yes.
No, as I point out before, you know, obesity, one of the main cause of diabetes, of these chronic diseases, is attached to the way we eat, our eating pattern. And also we talk about exercises and so on. So once you fight that obesity, the other one fall into place. When you see someone suffering from diabetes and go for a medical practitioner, the first thing they look at is, what do you eat? How do you eat? Do you exercise? Because this element itself affect the way our body function. So when you really follow up the program that we put before you, you really tackle those elements. And even if a diabetic person, someone who's suffering from high blood pressure, come to us, we just say, welcome, you are the right place, because we also going to help you in achieving your health purpose while losing weight. Because the type of food that we prescribe is in line with healthy food. The exercise that we also prescribe, the motivation that you get. There are many people, they buy medication, but they can't really sustain in the process of curing. So we are saying, no, with our program, why losing weight, why fighting obesity, you're also actually fighting chronic diseases. We're talking about women because that is one of the target group that really suffer from this. You know, women, they have so much into their hand. They're taking care of the family, they have work, the kids, and so on. So sometimes they neglect themselves. So if they don't have someone to say, hey, ladies, you have to take care of yourself, because if you are not healthy, any other thing will fall. So they need that encouragement. And some of us, we like to procrastinate. If we think about any other thing before ourselves. So once you come across our program, you say it's today, it's not tomorrow. Create time. And we try to also work out around a timetable that will also allow you to take care of your other commitments. So yes, women, we also accommodate men, but you can't serve any other person, but you have to have a key target group, and for us it's women.
I love that. I love that. That's a lot right there, and I like it, because you're telling me that, and I've seen it too. I think we take it for granted sometimes, is that, as a woman, you have to take care of the family first before you take care of yourself. You gotta make sure the kids have eaten before you eat, and that's very important. And my aunt, actually, she struggled with piles, and the doctor told her, yeah, look, what are you eating, first of all? Okay, let's work on your diet. Your diet is all wrong. So I really relate to it. And yourself, tell us a personal story about yourself. Maybe it's someone who had diabetes of some form, maybe someone in the family, maybe a client, high blood pressure. Tell us a personal story from that.
No, for me, I have so many personal stories related to those two chronic diseases. Yeah, there we have women who join our program. And one of the questions we ask is that, do you have any underlying condition? Most of them will say, yes, the sugar level is so high. And as we are working through the program, after going back for a test, they will really notice that there have been improvement. And I don't even want to really beat in the bush with that, because one of our program, once you join our program, sugar is something that we say no to it, because it's not helping. But if someone really want to go for sugar, we say you can take some fruit, but limited amount, because fruit themselves have so much sugar. So you have to also watch out. Even if you are not taking sugar, watch out for the amount of food that you are consuming. So also exercise. We live in a world where people don't really exercise. They jump from home to car to the office. And we say, no, you have to change those patterns. At least 3 times a day, do certain things. These are the things that are being prescribed at the hospital when you're suffering from diabetes. So we have seen people who start reducing the amount of medication that they are taking just by joining the program. So that's why I'm saying, I keep on saying chronic disease, because the type of program that we put in place help in fighting those diseases. So we have so many, we have testimony in line with that.
That's
and
so
even myself, I'm a product of that. The reason why I'm so passionate about this program is that is the fact that it's also helped me to achieve my health journey, having my sugar levels so high. I've tried so many things. Actually, I even dropped there was a time where I was giving asked to take, is it metformin? I just say no, because I can do it. And getting advices from a few coaches or medical practitioners, I decided to go for a healthy living. Just try to look at my diet, try to exercise, try to drink, try to sleep, because being also busy is also affect your health. So just try to look at those elements holistically. They really help in embracing a healthy living. So, and for me, whoever I find across, I will just say, no, try to wash out. And not because I've put in place that program. And in line with that, I also develop a tea program that can also help one to really achieve that journey. And sometimes we just need someone to tell us, hey, wash out, and remind the person every day that this thing you don't have to take for granted because they will affect you. And talking about women, most women, once they get married, it become an issue. Once they give birth, firstly, their hormones start jumping left and right. They have to look at this element. You see, most women after giving birth, they gain so much weight. They change their structures because inside there are things that are not in line, the sleeping pattern and all these things. And there's also an element of they start neglecting themselves because there's a child to look after at night. There's a food to be cooked for. There's a work there. And women is really a group of people that really undergo a lot of pressure. So we are reminding this group that look after yourself. If you don't look after yourself, you're not going to be able to look after other people. You will be gone before even you have time to turn to them and say, okay, let me help you. So yes, that's it.
Man, I like that's very powerful. And we've never spoken about why you're so passionate about it, but I think this is our first time actually. And I really like it. So let's jump into the program. How is the program? What elements of the program are helping women look after themselves first? I know you got a meal plan. Yeah.
Yes. We have a meal plans, like a weekly meal plans, and we also have exercise schedule. We also have a lot of motivation, lot of build up in terms of motivation, because this journey is all about mindset. You know, like I said, there's so many excuses that we can point out to say, okay, I'm dropping. So we come out with a motivation plan to just say to lady, no, lady, be consistent, keep it up, try to focus on your objective, on your goal. So it's most a great part of that journey or this program is around motivation.
Man, awesome. So I've heard the key to success is number one, your habits. And with that, the best way to improve your habits is by having a strong environment, which you create through the WhatsApp group, having a positive mindset, which you have through your daily motivations, and having the correct strategy. And that comes through the coaches, right? So thank you so much. And then lastly, your tea. Tell us about your tea. You say it's all natural.
Yes, the ingredients are all natural, made of the element that we all know, but we have also to know how to get them together and what is the main purpose. And yes, it's all natural.
And the taste, because you know, healthy food doesn't have a good reputation.
You just have to taste it. Actually, you have to buy some and have them tasted. They just taste natural. It's your normal ingredient, but with knowledge from experts, it have been put together to help one achieve the purpose for the purpose intended for.
Man, awesome. No, I like it. Can't wait to see what you have in store for everyone out there and all the women, especially the ones that have these chronic illnesses they're trying to run from, but they're so scared to get out. I know this is a program that will help them with that, especially, you know.
Yeah, no, for sure. And the earlier you start tackling them, and the easiest. So, and the more they remain in you, they build up other they bring out other problems. You know, when it comes to whether it's diabetes, high blood pressure, or cancer, they start they have complications. But when you start tackling it easily, it's really help. And also, when you allow yourself to be obese, there are also complications. So it's easy. The moment you discover, first analyze your body. Are you overweight? Are you underweight? What is your BMI rate? Once you understand that, it's also help you to know what is it that you have to tackle. But some of us, we don't even know. We don't even know what is our rate. We don't even know what weight, what is the line that we shouldn't cross. So it's very important from time to time to just go for a checkup, to just know all these things so that you are, once you are aware of it, when you are armed, you know really how to fight this element.
Awesome. Thank you so much and see you soon.
Thank you for having me this morning, for hijacking me this morning. And if you're listening, please request the link for the next program starting 1st of May. It's promised to be amazing, rewarding. If you really care about yourself, we only have one body to look after, and it's up to us.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Stay
you.
blessed. Thank you. See you soon.
See you soon. Cheers. Bye.